wow, pickled peppers. Pickled peppers doing Peter's
Doing Peter's pickled pepper. She pickled my pepper till I peed her.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 77. 777 on the slot machine.
Boeing 747. Except this isn't episode 74. It's you minus that middle part, and it's just 77.
Take away the middle part of the plane minus the wings. That's what we got here.
Yeah.
As always, we are your
sinking
hosts. C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
How we doing?
I'm doing excellent today.
Yeah?
Yeah. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I know. I was a miracle.
Yeah.
I found out.
He starts puking over his shoulder.
Yeah. Found out I can get as drunk as I want. If I'm in bed by midnight, totally fine.
That's a real thing. You just need 8 hours sleep.
That is. I feel like most of the time
Yeah.
my hangover symptoms is just me being tired.
It's you being tired and then you have a headache from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
Cool.
You brought coffee today. It was lovely. I spilled a bunch of it.
I also got strawberry croissants and
Proudly sponsored by Happiness Bakery and
we're
Coffee
not.
Shop.
We're
I'd
not.
love to be.
I wish we were.
We should bring that up.
Yeah. Be like, hey.
Hey, all you need to do for this sponsorship, we'll mention you every single time we record.
Yeah.
Just 2 free coffees every Sunday.
Yeah, and I'll stop saying uncouth things.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're going to be a sponsored podcast, we got to be careful with what we say. You're a classy guy. That's okay.
So, is gypsy an acceptable term?
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, gypsies don't like being called gypsies.
Okay, see, I heard this because I said...
Then maybe stop being a gypsy.
I said something about gypsies. I know people that I follow on Instagram and stuff who are like, yeah, I'm a gypsy, blah, 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 and they're super proud of it. But then I said something about gypsies. It not derogatory. I was just talking about gypsies.
Yeah.
And someone we work with was like, you can't say that. I'm like, why not? That's a group of people. That's what they are. They're gypsies. It's like calling Mongolians Mongols or fucking...
I think the thing is, I
nomadic,
think there's nomadic peoples, right?
And then there's gypsies.
And then there's Romani people.
Yeah, but they're not all gypsies are Romanian.
No. And I don't think all Romanians are gypsies.
No, definitely not.
But I think that's where it comes from.
That's what people assume.
Yeah.
But that's not what a gypsy is. Because you have gypsies in Ireland and stuff, and there's pikas.
Yeah, there's gypsies everywhere.
Yeah.
They're here. And it's
true.
funny.
We do have gypsy caravans here.
We do.
Yeah.
And when we went to Europe, it was super strange. There's gypsies that are begging everywhere. The old lady gypsies are always begging. And the average person over there is so fucking rude to them.
Yeah, I've heard
They
that.
fucking hate them.
Why?
And it's totally, it's not socially acceptable to be that prejudiced against anyone else. If you did that to black people, it would be fucked.
Or a normal homeless person.
Or a normal.
That's horrible. But a gypsy, you're like, fuck
we were going
you.
on a walking tour, and the girl's like, oh, and this is the thing, and this gypsy lady comes up and she starts tugging on shirts, and the tour lady, who was this 24-year-old chick, was like, fuck off, don't talk to the fucking gypsies. Whoa, okay. It was actually whoa.
They're pissed about it.
Yeah, Europeans fucking hate them.
Yeah, it's very strange. And again, we're using the term gypsy. I'm fully ignorant to this. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It could be as bad as saying
I know you're not
N-word,
supposed to be...
I have no idea.
I know you're not supposed to be if you're oh, they gypped me.
Yeah, you can't say...
know.
That's like saying someone Jewed you. It's not acceptable.
Man, we used to say that all the time.
I remember back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't say that. And you can't say someone gypped you. But when you're referring to gypsies and you say oh, that
they are a gypsy.
They are a gypsy. That's what they are. That's fucking...
Because they will... I mean, it might be the N-word because they very proudly call themselves gypsies.
They do proudly call themselves gypsies. That's the thing. I follow. So there's a couple musicians I follow that are like legitimate gypsy descent.
Yeah.
And they tag everything as gypsy. Mm-hmm. Gypsy music, gypsy rock, whatever.
We've been saying it so much that it's sounding weird.
Gypsy?
Yeah. Do you ever do that? You
Yeah,
say the same word too many
words
times, it starts sounding weird.
Yeah.
Just this time it's a slur. I hope it's not a slur.
I don't think it is. I think it's just a group of people.
I take great strides to not be prejudiced towards. Yeah, to be a bigot towards people. It's very hard for me. I really try here.
I do like gypsies.
They're strange little guys.
They're like strange people. I'm not gonna say I like them because I don't know them, but I'm intrigued by them.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued by them and like the whole style with all the scarves and stuff.
I mean, I think the problem comes in because every time someone thinks of a gypsy, the only thing that most people think is camping in the parks and fucking everything up in caravans and pickpocketing people. Which,
I mean, it's not a great reputation to have, though.
It is not a great reputation to have.
Like, you're known as thieves and con artists.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But they're just not living the societally accepted way.
They just don't live the way we do, yeah.
And we hate that. We hate when people do that.
Yeah, you gotta be a sheep.
You gotta be a sheep. It's like, you know what? I think this sometimes when I see homeless dudes.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, maybe this guy's like totally happy being homeless and he's totally fine. And like, maybe we shouldn't get mad at him for it. Because you know what? It's like a Friday afternoon. He's laying down in the grass, feeling the sun in his face, and I gotta go to work. Yeah. So who's having a better day? Him.
I've met a couple homeless guys because I like to talk to everyone.
Yeah.
I met one.
It's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. I met one on a trail, and he had. I'm not going to say where it is because I don't want to go tear it down.
You don't want to blow up his spot.
Yeah, but he has a fucking like legitimate cabin built in the woods on public property.
Fuck yeah.
And like he had a little stove in there for heat. It's all insulated inside.
Just chilling.
He showed me because I was like, man, that's quite the thing. And he like looked over and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. I'm fully expecting him to be like cracking out. And he was like, oh yeah, like it took me about 6 months. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, that was an extremely normal response. I'm like, what? How'd you do it? Like, what happened? I just started talking to him. He was super normal.
Yeah.
And so I asked him pretty bluntly. I was like, hey, are you, like, what landed you in this position? He's like, fuck everything. Like, life. He just said, like, he had a couple bad turns in life. Things happen. And he goes, yeah, like, I avoid the drug scene because that's really how you, like, fuck yourself when you're homeless because you don't think properly. And I was like, oh. He's like,
I mean, it doesn't sound like he's homeless. He had a little home.
He had a little house, I guess. Yeah. He was like chilling, and he's like, oh yeah, it's like fucking whatever.
Do you remember seeing that guy that had a little house on his bike?
He had a bunch of fishing gear. Yes. We're not going to talk about that because I know him.
You know him?
He is a friend of mine's father.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was very impressive, the setup he had on his little bike.
He was a carpenter for a long time.
And it like would fold out. There was like cooking stations on it.
He's quite good.
I wasn't going to talk
genius.
shit.
He's a
I'm
genius.
just saying, it was like pretty cool. Yeah. And then the thing is, like, unlike this cabin guy, if his spot gets blown up, he just gets to ride away.
He just moves. Yeah.
It's like
do you know he'll drive that thing all the way up to fucking Bayfield?
Fuck off.
I swear to God, he'll ride it all the way up to Bayfield and hang out on the beach for a week.
It's like a pedal bike.
Yeah. He'll take it up there. Doesn't matter.
I mean, he's got nothing but time.
Yeah, he's chilling. He just fucking takes his time.
It's got to be so fucking heavy.
I don't think it's that heavy.
No?
He used 1/2-inch ply for a lot of it.
Okay.
And, like, it's quite compact.
Yeah.
So, I think uphills are probably a bitch, but, like...
I would just get off and push it.
Yeah,
That's probably the best way.
Like,
fucking, what a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but...
You said you know this guy. I don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
How different, though, is that cabin guy from people that just plop cabins down in Crown Land?
Well, it's illegal to prop... I guess it's illegal to do where he was doing it too, but it is illegal to put it down on a Crown Land. You can only stay somewhere for 2 months, and then you have to move by law.
Okay. Can you, like, stake a claim anymore?
No.
No?
It's illegal. They have lots of laws against it because you'd have too many people squatting, and then being like, squatters' rights. So they put this in basically so that if you come in and you're like, squatters' rights, I've been here for 2 years, they'll be like, there's a law against it.
Yeah.
You were breaking the law for, 2 years.
How far do you have to move? If you move like 10 feet that way.
You have to completely clear camp to allow it to the site to rejuvenate and go to a new camp. There's a bunch of stipulations about how far.
Okay.
But like
That sounds like a great time.
it's not super far, but you do have to move it completely.
How many people do you think that are just like homeless, just bouncing around Crown Land?
Not that many.
No?
It's really hard living, man. Crown Land, like there's no Crown Land around here, so you have to go north. And
Yeah.
winters are brutal. We're talking like 6 feet of snow. Like up by Timmins, they still get 6-7 feet.
Yeah.
By the
wild up
end,
there.
if it's like a good couple weeks, they might be up to like 8 feet.
Yeah.
In
Do you
some
think you
spots
could
in the
live
woods.
indefinitely out there?
I could. Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
Do you think it would be a good life?
I think winters would be harsh.
Yeah, winters would be crazy.
I think
bad.
summers would be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay.
The flies.
Yeah, flies are rough, but I mean, you would get used to just wearing like full length clothing that's kind of light all the time.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
And
crazy
you
hard
get
up
to
there.
fish and hunt all the time. Like, ultimately, running out of ammo would be your biggest issue.
Yeah, you'd have to get into like trapping.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing that guys do, right?
Yeah.
Who stay out there, they trap. That's why trappers have always been a thing. Mm-hmm. You trap, you save as many bullets as you can. You shoot one large animal in fall, and then that lasts you all winter.
Yeah.
Because you can store it outside in the snow and keep it frozen. It's good all winter.
Right.
And otherwise, the small stuff, you trap and you cook it and you have it for a couple days. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You would reduce you back to like a certain way of living. You know how animals, like, basically their entire day is just devoted to eating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, their whole day is in pursuit of food.
Yeah.
That's kind of what your day would be, wouldn't it? You'd be, like, fishing all day, or you'd be, like, setting your trap. Oh, a little ASMR. I mean, that's, like, the last chance to live like a cowboy.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
I like it, though. I mean, it's definitely healthier for people to just focus on that all the time. Mm-hmm. Your life's simpler. You're less stressed.
How do you not get scurvy?
I don't know. You'd have to eat a lot of organ meat.
Yeah?
You always, yeah, like one of the biggest things that people have been spoiled with is that there's no, because people don't hunt and have no appreciation for the animal that they've killed.
Yeah.
They don't then feel the need to eat everything in the animal.
Right.
So then a lot gets wasted. Like, if you shoot a deer and you're up north and you have no fucking food and you shoot one deer, you're gonna eat the heart. You're gonna eat the liver.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you wouldn't.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Throw it away?
Yeah,
And
you're
then
gonna
wait-
throw
just so you
away
can
what you
only
know is
eat
like
tenderloin?
two meals. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna throw away what you know is like 2 meals of meat that's super nutrient dense,
Right.
And is going to probably save your life. Like, it's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we look back through like histories, so I always look at the natives and like what people did here before we came. Well, they would use things like gallbladder and like squeeze the bile out of gallbladder, which is kind of salty, into stews and stuff. But it's super nutrient dense.
Yeah, I guess.
Up north, you look at Nunavut. They, if they shoot a caribou, there's little treats like. Our palate's so different because we have like a lot of refined sugar.
Yeah.
But up north, a huge thing they do is if you kill a caribou,
Don't say its eyes. Is it his eyes?
you cut out the eye.
Oh, your
no.
eyes widened when you said treats, and that's what made me. I was like, oh, fuck.
You cut out the eye, and there's fat behind the eye. You don't eat the eye. Like, I'm sure they do, but it's not the first thing. There's fat behind the eye that they eat warm, like immediately after the animal died, and they eat it. But it's super calorically dense. So you think when you're in like a constant state of, they basically eat protein year round, protein and fat. That's it. Mm-hmm. There's like I would
There's
say
no
there's
vegetables.
arguably no carbohydrate intake for them. They're the OG carnivore diet, right? And they just live like that. So for anyone who says you can't survive on a carnivore diet, that's insane. You can.
Well, they're eating differently than the people that eat carnivore
This
diets.
is the problem. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They eat all the organs, which are where all the nutrients are.
Yeah.
Right? And
I
they
love-
have this understanding. You can't eat ribeyes every day. That's
I
not
fucking
the same.
love these, like, LA loser carnivore diet guys.
I ate bacon and
breakfast today I ate 2 pounds of ground beef, and it's like the grayest, just like they didn't even bother to like strain off the fat off this ground beef, so it's just sitting in like shimmering fat.
It's gross.
And they're like sweating and they're all red and they're like, this is the best I've felt in years.
I know, and it's like
And then for dinner I had a steak. Sometimes I eat eggs.
yeah, they'll eat eggs, steak, bacon, sausage, and it's like, man, that's not the same.
It's not the same
Like,
at all.
So the up in Nunavut and stuff, they eat this. They eat the fat from behind the eye, and apparently it's like this really tasty, like smooth, buttery
I
fat.
bet, but like
It's really soft because behind the eye, right? Like it doesn't get worked at all.
that's true.
So it's like this really soft fat that they eat. Yeah. I mean,
You think they're just getting in there with their fingers, like
yeah, they just.
finger popping the
They
eye
just-
socket?
But so what's fucked up is, to us, that's fucked.
That is fucked.
But how many animals do people consume all the time, and everything gets wasted?
That's true.
So much of it gets wasted.
That's why I only eat hot dogs, because that's all the waste bits. So I'm on like I'm on a hot dog diet. It's like the carnivore guys, but for breakfast I eat like 6 dogs.
6 dogs.
I
You
would
have
call them
juicy
dogs.
jumbos?
Juicy jumbos,
Yeah.
Schneider's Grillums.
Okay.
I like the Grillums. Sometimes, if times are tough, the no-name meat stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, fair
the
enough.
The one that like doesn't really change when you
And
cook
for
it.
snacks, you have pepperettes, right?
Yeah, snacks. I have pepperettes, venison, fucking beef. Whatever I got around. And then I'll save all my carbs for the end. So I'll have like 6 dogs and 6 buns.
Oh, and then like 6 beers.
Yeah, and like 6 beers. But I'm like trying to be healthy, so I'll cut out the ketchup.
Trying to
and
be
mustard.
water conscious too. That's why you've been drinking Labatt 50, because there's no filtration process.
No.
It's just Thames River water.
They just dunk the
right
bottle
into
in
it.
and then pull it out.
And that's 50.
Yeah, so sometimes they'll pass it through a sieve
Oh, okay, that's good.
just
That's
to
good.
remove like the sticks
And then needles.
and most of the poop. And then but I'm being health conscious, so I'll drop the ketchup and mustard because you know how much sugar's in ketchup? It's ridiculous.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Is it that high?
there's a lot of it's sweet.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think they're using like perfectly ripe sweet tomatoes
No,
when
definitely
they make
not.
ketchup.
No.
There's a lot in there.
You know what I had that was disgusting?
What? The fat behind a
No,
caribou's
I got.
eyes.
No, that would be delicious. No, I had no name orange juice.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god! It's still in our juice. Does not last in our house. Juice
No.
does not last in the house at all.
Same here.
Like-
It's like 2 days max.
Max,
And
yeah.
that's if I get the big carton.
Juice and chocolate milk. We buy them thinking we're gonna buy ourselves a little treat, and then like North American piggies, they're gone by that night.
If I could drink orange juice from a trough, I would.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I actually should do that. It would slow down my juice. I have to go on my hands and knees.
Man, chocolate milk's the worst because we'll get it, and it's like, oh, it's a little treat. And then me and the girlfriend go home and like pop an edible each.
And then just
And it's
pass
gone.
it back and forth.
Yeah, it's just fucking gone.
I'll
We're
get
like,
mad.
oh.
I'll like buy like orange juice or like a grapefruit juice, like a treat
Yeah.
thing. And I'll be like keeping tabs on how much like my fiance's drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if she's like over half that she's taken,
You're like, all right, I
I
gotta
was
drink
like,
the rest.
I
now.
gotta drink the rest right now because if I let this sit, she's gonna end up drinking 3/4 of it, and that's
then you
fucked.
only got a
and then
little
I
bit.
only got a little bit of orange juice. And I was the one that wanted this at the store when I was like, should we get some orange juice? She was like, if you want. What do you mean if you want? You took the whole thing. You know what I do
This
like?
is like my pizza creamy garlic dips. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Don't fucking touch my creamy garlic dips.
I'll get you some.
I get 3 for me. If you also want 3, you need to speak up upon ordering.
I'm not just taking 1.5.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not enough.
No.
The crust alone is going to take up that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a marinara dip guy.
I love marinara
on the pizza.
dip. Yeah.
It's the best dip for pizza.
It's really good. You gotta have good marinara though.
Yeah, it's got to be like chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like chunky
It's got to be
marinara.
almost be like a salsa.
Yeah.
It's got to be like that.
But I want those Italiano flavors.
Yeah, I know. I feel like a dick sometimes too. We'll get pizza and I'll like go into the spice drawer and get more dried oregano. Like fire that all over the pizza we just bought.
Fuck it up a little bit.
Fuck it up a little bit, some chili flakes. Because I'll try to ask, like I'll ask and be like, can you put some oregano on it? Or like some chili flakes?
And they're like-
Half the time they just don't.
Half the time they're like, we don't even have that ingredient.
Man, I've worked in a pizza place. They have it.
Do they?
It's always there.
If they're making their own sauce.
No, it's just around.
Really?
Yeah, it's just around.
For what?
I don't know. Some guy who worked there probably brought it in. For his, like, staff meals.
Okay.
Like, give me some of that guy's oregano, please.
I want some of Greg from the back's oregano.
Yeah, you know that oregano he brought in 4 years ago and then he quit?
Yeah.
I want his oregano. I know it's there. I know it's fucking in there.
I want it.
I know your system, okay? I know how this works.
I know you inside and out better than
I
you know
know.
yourself.
I know how all this works. I know how you can feed me like 2 meals worth of food for $11.99, okay?
I know you put 4 extra pieces of pepperoni on your own slice.
I know you have a strict spec book, but I'm asking you to break it for me this time. I'm not going to rat you out.
Sorry, I wanted to bring this up before we get away
go
from
on.
it. Did you hear about the fucking fake luxury shoe store?
No.
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 Oh, are you ready to?
Oh, are you going to spin me a yarn?
Are you ready to rip on some fucking rich folks?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a couple of dudes in LA were like, I have an idea. Let's open up a store, dress it up like a fucking ungodly luxury shoe store.
Okay.
So they put in like a big styrofoam painted gold lion that's like 6 feet tall. All this shit, right?
Yeah, they love that shit, don't they?
Like just
All
gaudy.
white? Is it
Looks
all
like
white?
yeah, looks like a fucking like Portuguese wet dream, and like there's like just fucking ungodly things everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And they stock the entire store with Payless shoe store shoes, and are charging for like a $30 pair of shoes. They're like $695, like $695.
Damn.
And they have a lineup. This is a real thing. So here you go, folks. You should look at the fucking list of people that came in. Like big time designers, big time fucking fashion people come in and are like on camera holding these shoes, and they're like, oh, it's so elegant, blah, 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 talking about them like they're cream of the crop.
Why didn't we think of this?
Just going over and over, and like all these famous people coming in being like, wow, dropping $600-700 on shoes. And then at the end, the owners revealed to everyone, they're like, they're Payless shoe store shoes. You don't know shit about fashion. You're all a bunch of hoax. Like literally, that's what happened.
They probably made a fucking killing.
Their profit margin was like, it was like 1,200% or something. Like they made nothing but money, and they were like, and this should be proof to people that luxury is perception.
It is perception.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter.
I know. You hear people all the time, too. They're like, well, like most things, I don't buy name brand, but I have to buy name brand for this because I know it'll be better quality. Which
It's
is
rare.
It's rare. Like, Balenciaga isn't going to have better quality
Also,
clothes.
fuck those creepy bastards, but continue.
Oh, you're still on this?
Fuck them.
You know what?
They're
It worked.
pedophiles.
Their marketing worked on you. You're still thinking about Balenciaga.
Hate them.
They played you, son.
Okay, whatever.
Like a fiddle.
Anyway,
Or Gucci or whatever.
Gucci. Yeah.
Gucci's not going to be better quality.
No, absolutely not.
Especially not now.
You want better quality? Get Carhartt. That should last you for the rest of your life. The
You know what,
average
though?
person, you'll never wear through those jeans.
You know what, though? I buy Carhartt hats
Yeah.
for work. The quality has gone down significantly.
Okay.
Because I've been buying the same hat for 4 years. And I've probably bought it 4 times before the sweat just destroys it. And you can't wash it anymore. So I just buy a new hat. The first one I got was amazing. And they've slowly been getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper as I bought them.
Wow, that's not cool.
They used to have like plastic in the brim.
And now it's cardboard. Yeah, that's not cool.
They used to have like real woven mesh. Now it's like a pressed plastic. It's bad.
That's not cool. I don't like that.
Nope. Not great at all.
I don't like seeing things move in the direction of, like, away from more to quantity over quality. It drives me nuts because then where do you go for quality?
You pay out the ass for it now.
Yeah, like now you're like my boots. So I love shoes and boots. Like I'm a big shoes guy. And boots, I have a pair of Ultimas. They're called Ultima.
Okay. Like the car?
Spelled the same way, yeah.
Okay.
And they're amazing boots. Like they look like desert boots.
Okay.
Like combat desert boots, not like whatever that style is, desert boot.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Legitimate combat boots. They're from the military. I love them, and you buy them, and I will buy another pair, but they're like $450 a pair.
Yeah.
So it's like my $150 or $180 pair of boots, shit quality.
Mm-hmm.
Or I spend literally double for like just better quality. Like that's insane.
Yeah, you do. And that you're like, that's the thing. Those boots would probably last you like 15 years if you wore them.
No, well,
10?
The ones
The
I have,
Ultimas.
I've had them 5 years now,
Yeah.
and I wear them pretty frequently.
Yeah. And the other boots that are like $150 probably last you a couple years.
Yeah, fair.
Right?
How much are Tim's 6-inch Tim's?
I don't know. I don't want Tim's, dude.
They're probably like $200 a pair, right?
Probably. I would assume.
Oh, I've had mine for almost a decade. And the soles are worn now on them, but
Yeah. My docs are like 2 years old.
2 years old? Are they starting to go?
No.
Very good. Are
Yeah, they're
docs
good.
good boots?
They are good boots. You gotta. There's two different like levels of them though. There's the Chinese manufactured docs, and then there's still the English manufactured, like handmade leather docs.
There's a lot of stuff like that.
Those ones are the English ones are very, very expensive.
What's the deal with that? Because Marshall, Marshall amps.
Yeah.
Marshall amps are the same way. There's Chinese Marshall, which are like, they're fine, but they're trash.
Yeah.
And there's British Marshalls, where you buy a like British Marshall amp, and they're fucking really good.
Yeah. So what I'm assuming is happening is this company is created. They make quality items for a while.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Then someone else takes it over, whether they get bought out or passed on to a kid or something like that. And like the name Marshall amps or Doc Marten boots has like a name that's associated with quality, right? And everyone would purchase these, but they're very expensive to make, so they're very expensive. So they sell the naming rights to other companies. Same thing with Henkel's knives.
Oh yeah, because there is really low end Henkels.
There's low-end
You can get
Henkels.
in like Walmart. I think you can get Henkels.
Canadian Tire.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah. So then they sell it off to a company that uses the same name and makes a similar product, but for much cheaper. And then everyone still associates that with the quality of the original one.
But it's not.
But it's
Because
not.
when I was a kid, I remember Henkel's knives are expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
Henkel's
you had
knives are
Henkel's
expensive.
knives.
And they do make really nice knives still.
Yeah.
But there is the cheap version, which are just run of the mill.
They're just like a
Same thing with Pyrex. Like
Pyrex.
bakeware.
Oh yeah.
That was like the glass stuff that you could put in the oven and it wouldn't explode.
Yeah.
Remember that? There's a cheaper version of Pyrex with the same name that will explode.
Okay, I have a really nice Pyrex dish.
I think if it's the Pyrex...
Remember
Yes. Yeah.
the glass bowl thing?
Yeah. We made that casserole in.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's like if it's all uppercase Pyrex, it's good.
Yeah.
And if it's the all lowercase logo, then it's the stuff that'll literally blow your oven up.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked. Like, it's actually irresponsible to give them the same name.
Yeah, it is. That's not okay.
Not okay.
Yeah, fuck. There's a bunch of stuff like that. That blows my mind. Speaking of drop in quality,
Yeah.
AT&T sank to a 29-year low recently
Oh,
due to a slowing growth potential.
fuck these cell companies, man. I fucking hate them.
I know. AT&T offers like some really, really good deals in the States, and I kind of don't want them to sink. I would like Rogers and Bell to die.
It's actually like mind blowing how much we get fucked.
Yeah.
On that stuff. It's like us in Australia.
I
Just
know.
get absolutely raw dogged
Let
on this.
AT&T and Verizon and shit into Canada, so that they can just give a man in the States for like $100 a month. You can get unlimited like 5G plus data and unlimited.
And I think it's
like,
less than that.
I think it's like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, here you get your like. They're like, it's unlimited data, except after 10 gigs or
And then
whatever,
it
it goes to shit.
Yeah,
Like, fuck you.
It's unlimited data, but it comes in at a trickle.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually like, it's gotten a little better, I think, in the last couple of years because there is this looming threat of American, like, competition.
Well, because they've tried to come in, and the Canadian government rallies for fucking these two Canadian companies.
Yeah, it's like, well, we rally for them, but we also would never let them merge,
Yeah.
right? Because they've tried that. Or like TELUS and
Bell.
Bell tried to merge, and the government said no.
Yeah.
Because then you're just monopolizing certain areas.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's like for some reason we have these two companies that aren't like, they're not public. Like Canada doesn't own these countries.
But they're very much influenced by the
But
government.
they're very much influenced by the government, and then they also influence our government.
Yeah.
But the average Canadian person reaps no benefit from these.
Yeah, it's very strange.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand where the tit for tat is with them.
Yeah.
Like why the loyalty?
If it's gonna be like this, then like nationalize it.
Yeah.
And just have like,
Well, you know what's weird?
Have a
The East
national-
Coast doesn't have either of them.
no?
No, when I was out there, they have what's called like East Link or something,
Okay.
and it's its own thing.
Okay.
And they're their own thing out there, and they own all the lines. Like they actually
And
own
it's
all
one company?
and it's one company, and they dominate the Eastern, like the Maritimes.
I think we have like a network that's like nationalized because like cell connectivity and internet access in this day and age is like pretty essential for everybody.
Yeah.
Like you kind of need this. And then let all the American companies come in and try to undercut it.
So what? You want to have a government-controlled cell one?
Yes, but allow American...
Fucking socialists.
But if we want to do this fucking stupid thing, then we bring in let American companies set up shop as well and try to undercut it. And then if we want to like play this charade of capitalism breeding innovation and enjoying competition,
It's not a charade.
yeah, it is. How many restaurants can you go to get the exact same chicken sandwich?
A couple.
A few, like 12. It's the same thing. Why does every car look the same now?
They don't.
They do.
No, they
all
don't.
look the same.
No, they don't.
They all look the same.
My Chevy Silviera is a very unique
you're
car.
a free spirit.
Yeah.
You're a free spirit.
you.
And that's what I like about you, because you drive a car with a different painted door, and I drive a car with a different painted rim. That's just how we are.
We're
Okay.
just different guys.
Every single Chevy Cruze, Elantra, new Altima, they all look the same. They're all this like
They are.
little fucking swoopy. Every car is either white or black now. What happened to fun colors? Why aren't cars like green anymore?
I don't know. It pisses me off, the car thing, because I always go back and look at like 50s. Like, I love 50s cars. I love them.
You would.
They're one of my favorites, like an old 50s Buick or a Chevy. Mm-hmm. I would love that in mint green.
Yeah.
That is like my dream car. But it's like we can make exact replicas of these cars.
With better engines.
With better engines, lighter, more fuel efficient. You can make them
Safer.
electric, safer.
That was a problem with cars back then.
Yeah,
Is
why
that if you
not?
like hit a pole, everyone around you died.
Yeah. Why not fucking...
I think Buick's doing it. I think they're doing an electric car in an 80s style. Have you seen it?
I know, but like bring back some of these classics.
Yeah. I want like a 68 Mustang. But with new...
Why would you want a 68? Get the 69.
Okay, or 69, fine.
Well, I'm just saying.
Or like I want
Just saying, Josh.
just saying. Or like an El Camino. Imagine like how fucking hard an El Camino with an electric engine would go.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Right? And like all these companies are still around. They have the like rights to the image. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get in shit for copying. You're still around. What are you looking at?
I'm looking up the
Electric Buick or whatever.
an 87 Grand National.
I think so.
That's kind of cool.
It looks super cool, and it's like styled that way, but it is also new. Like the headlights are like LEDs and shit.
Wait, the Buick Riviera had a touchscreen display
Riata?
in 86?
Yeah, my dad had one of those. Yeah, it looked exactly like that. It was a CRT touchscreen. I drove that car for a little bit.
How does that work?
I don't know. I think it picks up like electrical current.
On the old school ones?
Yeah, because it was like a CRT screen, right? It wasn't like an LCD.
It's like an analog screen.
It's like an analog screen, so I think as you touch it, you know, like when you had a CRT screen, you could feel the static.
Yeah.
And you got close, it would like pull the hairs up. I think that's how it figured out where on the screen you were touching. Because if you touched it too much, you'd have to like wait.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was super cool. My dad had a Riata.
A Riata.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 2-door massive boat thing.
That's awesome.
It was super cool.
I'm looking to get a project car. Me and the girlfriend are looking
That's
at...
what you need, a project.
What's that supposed to mean?
You have like 5 projects on the go. This is one of them.
Yeah, well, that's how you get things done.
You get things done.
I only have one life, Josh.
You're gonna get
I need to get shit done.
You're gonna be 85 on your deathbed, surrounded by family, right? And you're gonna be laying there, and you're like, "I never rebuilt a lawnmower," and then you're just gonna like die.
I'll die with regrets.
You'll die with regret.
Not doing certain projects.
I should have worked more. You're gonna think back of like a whole Sunday you spent like just goofing off and
God
watching
damn.
TV, and you're like, I could have provided something of value, but
Remember
instead,
when I just sat there and laid in the sun that whole Sunday? Waste of a day.
waste of a day. That time I spent with my loving girlfriend, my friends around.
Waste
of a day. I tipped 20% to a server I didn't even know. Waste of money.
Waste of money.
I really hope. I don't think you will, but I really hope you don't grow up to be an old miserable bastard.
I
like
won't
that.
be miserable. I'll be happy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm too indestructible.
I've been thinking this, okay? You know
Yeah.
the whole like mind over matter thing?
Yeah.
What about like, you know, all the times you're like pissed off, you're fucking exhausted.
Never.
Just don't be.
Yeah, just don't be.
Just don't be. Every time everyone's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Just go, "Nothing. Nothing's going on.
Nothing's happening.
I'm fine."
Yeah.
What if I just did that all the time?
Well, then you're one of those guys, and you bottle it up, and you never let it out, and it becomes a
and then it
problem.
goes away.
No, and then it explodes in a fit of rage on someone who doesn't deserve it.
Some like Walmart checkout girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Ah!" I fucking lose it. Just be like, "Oh, like ring it in, and the price is higher than what it said on the shelf." And she's like, "I don't control the pricing," and I'm just like,
That's a bitch! It's SmackDown time!
I just like ripped someone's face off in the Walmart because I was tired once when I was 22, and I was like, "Fine."
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you got to. I definitely do this where people are like, "Are you tired?" And I'm like, "Nope,
But you are.
I'm tired. I'm tired a
You're
lot."
tired all the time.
I'm very often tired. I'm like pretty well rested today.
You look good.
Yeah, pretty well rested.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, I definitely get tired. And I usually just, like, that's what coffee's for. Have
That
a
is what
coffee,
coffee's
perk
for.
up, rub your feet for a minute. Like, I'll sit down and rub my feet
have a little-
and then fucking back to it.
Pop painkiller.
No, don't
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, you don't want to involve things.
Start drinking like during the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Like have
no.
a beer for lunch.
No. Well,
I love a beer for lunch.
I'm a trades guy, so.
I love a beer for lunch.
Yeah.
Especially like, have you ever like had a day off? You got like a couple beers in the fridge. It's like one.
Yeah, crack a beer.
Why not? I'm not gonna get drunk yet, but
No,
like I'll
I'll
have
have
an
a beer.
appetizer.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those days. Those are my favorite.
I fucking love it. Cause like one beer also doesn't hit you with the like, now I can't drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I can have a beer and drive.
You can do whatever you want for the rest of the day.
Just in a better mood after one beer.
Yeah.
You know?
No, me and my cousin do that a lot. Well, like, on a Saturday, if we got a bunch of stuff to do, and then we're going to go see family or whatever, we'll, like, go out, grab some lunch, and like 2 beers each. Mm-hmm. And then we go do all the shit we got to do.
Yeah, and you're just better.
Yeah, and it's like everything's fine, and we're like, haha, joking around and shit. And then we get out there, and we're like, hey, stressful people. I'm not stressed at all.
I'm not stressed at all.
Yeah.
I've done it one time where I had the day off, and my fiance didn't. She was coming home at like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Okay.
And I just started power drinking at like noon. Just to, just to see what happened. And she got home, and I was obliterated.
At like 4?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I was like beer and like I had I think like 12 beers in the fridge and like a bottle of whiskey laying around, and I was just like beer, whiskey, like on the coffee table. I was like watching movies, I was playing games, just like bloop bloop bloop, take a shot every now and then. She comes home and I'm trucked, and I've got the Jays game on. It's like super loud. Got like snacks going. Got my fucking
You're yelling at the Jays. Wow!
There's like a considerable amount of the whiskey gone, and she's like, it's 4 o'clock. Like, what's going on? I think she just joined me, because like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Like,
you can't
there's
fight
no
that.
stopping this.
No.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna fall asleep at like 6.
Yeah.
Wake up at like 9, and then maybe we can hang out a little.
I did this with with my girlfriend. She left, and I came when she got home. I had already taken an edible and was like 3 beers deep, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, we were gonna go grocery shopping. I'm like, "Nah, we don't need groceries."
No, I'm good.
No, we're good. And she basically was like, "All right, I guess we're getting stoned at fucking noon." You know?
Like, you can either join me or you can like go over there.
This is happening here.
This is happening. It's happening right here. Like,
Yeah.
don't sit here and not do this, because
Yeah.
you're gonna kill what
You're
I'm doing.
gonna kill what I'm doing. And if you try to stop me, then you're gonna ruin my day.
Yeah, if you try to stop me, I'm not in the state to be stopped.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and do this somewhere else.
Yeah, if you don't want this happening right here, I'll happily pick it up and take it to the bedroom. But then I'm drinking in bed, which
And that's sad.
that is always tough.
Yeah. Have you ever gone out, if you have a day off, and you like roll out unexpectedly to a bar, and you're like, "Oh, I'll just stop for a drink."
Oh, dude.
But you have, like, I'm talking the days when you roll, you're like, I'll stop in here and grab a beer. But it's a day where you truly, like, your girlfriend's gone for the weekend, and you have...
And I hate myself because I do this every fucking
and
time.
you have nothing to do at all. You have 0 things to accomplish, and you're like, have your first beer, and you're like, well, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
I'll have another beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done this where, like, had the whole day. She was, like, gone for, like, the day before and the day after.
Yeah.
But I worked those. So the middle day, I didn't have to work. I had no responsibilities, nothing to do. And I was like, this is a fucking me day. I'm going to go get a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm going to, like, go watch them. I'm going to go to the movies.
Yeah.
I'm going to, like, buy myself some lunch. I'm going to have a great day. I was like, cool, we start with lunch.
Yeah.
I start with lunch and drink for 4 hours. And then I'm the guy that's like by myself, but like kind of talking to a guy at the bar.
Yeah.
But like I'm just by myself and I'm drunk, and now I'm mad because now I can't do all these things I wanted to
You're
do.
like, fuck.
And it's like, this was going to be a me day
See,
to do shit that I want to do.
You gotta plan it better. When I have those days, my hairdresser's great. I text her and book it for like 8 a.m.
I like an 8 a.m. haircut.
Yeah, so I'll roll in at 8 o'clock in the morning, get my hair cut, and like you've seen me do it, where I'll get like dressed up.
Yeah.
Like button up shirt, like looking nice shoes on, nice pants.
Yeah.
Go get my hair cut, and then I walk out of there at 8 o'clock, like 8:30, starting my day.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Yeah, like
You know? Washed and ready to go. And I'm like, okay, cool. Go. Then yeah, like a couple beers with lunch.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, I gotta get my car somewhere safe. So then you drive it home. And then you're like, okay, now we can begin debauchery.
But it always makes me so mad, or it's like, oh, there's this like game that I got that I really want to play, but like if like myself and my fiance are home, I don't like to play games.
Yeah.
Because we don't see each other that much because we're on opposite shifts, and I feel like it's rude if there's like 8 hours of free time that I just fucking devote to this.
And you devote to games.
Yeah, I feel like it's rude, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
So I don't.
You got a sweet setup, though.
Thanks. Yeah, I play video games in the morning now.
Wow, like an adult.
Like an adult, dude. I know. But it's like, I'll be like, oh, like, and then I'll never get to it because I just got drunk with the same people that I get drunk with all the time. And I'm like, I didn't have to do this.
Sometimes I'll grab my cousin and I'll be like, let's go somewhere cool. And we'll like go out to a town somewhere and grab a couple pints at a pub.
That is, I like ingraining myself in other people's routines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like roll up somewhere where it's only regulars.
Yeah. That's why we got to drink at the Legion.
You want to go try and have a beer at the Legion?
You can. You can just drink at a Legion. You're a vet.
We can just drink at the Legion?
Yeah.
Huh.
They, like, that's the money that keeps them going.
Oh, let's go drink there.
I know, but, like, I don't want to make, like, a scene, and I don't want myself to be the center of attention. I want to just, like, watch
what's going on.
Fucking Steve that fought in Kosovo.
We worked with that guy.
He didn't fight in Kosovo.
Okay.
He fought in Greece.
Oh, yeah, Greece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Greece and Kosovo, kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
But, like, those, like, I want to see what that guy does with his, like, 5th warm pint.
You think it's gross beer at the Legion?
No, it's just old guy beer. Which is nice, because that's the beer I like.
What, export and OV?
Yeah, export, OV, 50.
Yeah, nice.
50 is a big Legion beer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I like it.
With salt. You got to salt it.
Why?
They salt the beer so it foams up more. Because it's like an old English thing. Because, like, English pubs, it's not uncommon for them to be, like, 800-year-old buildings. Right? So there's, like, shit falling from the ceiling. Like, shit'll just fall off. And, like, the rooms are dusty and shit. So they want their beers to be extra foamy, so if something drops in it, they can scoop it out, and it doesn't actually hit the beer.
That's fucked.
That is fucked.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I hate salt in the beer.
Yeah, it grosses me out. I had someone put a salt in a Budweiser for me once, and I was like, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I think it's an acquired thing,
Yeah.
but it's not my
for me.
thing.
Same with warm beer, like how you go to England and it's like room temp.
Yeah, it's room
I
temp.
don't want that. I want ice cold beer.
That's how you taste the beer better. It's like...
I'm North American.
Yeah, I know. I want piss water.
Yeah.
And I want it freezing cold.
And I want it freezing cold.
I want my fingers to stick to it.
Yeah. I like when I get the glass and it ices up on the outside because it's so cold.
Frozen glass
Yeah.
with a beer, there's nothing better.
No,
there's
love
nothing like it.
There's a bar in London that I love for that.
Yeah?
Like, can I say it? You think?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, the Alibi.
Yeah, the Alibi
They
freezes their glass.
they freeze all the glasses. It's fucking amazing.
It's the
I
best.
love it.
Old style Pilsner in
Yeah.
frozen glass.
In a frozen glass, piss water in a frozen glass, fucking perfect. Man.
It is. And
out
just
of an ice cold line too. Their
and then-
lines are always clean.
give me something with
bar.
melted American cheese on it,
Yeah,
and that. And
They're-
I'm a fucking happy as a clam.
that's what I'm saying. They're a great lunch stop bar.
Yeah.
They are. You go in, grab like exactly what you're saying, a fucking grilled cheese.
A grilled cheese and a pint, it's like $14.
Yeah, you're like
and
sick.
then you just fucking skedaddle.
Yeah,
You know? And your whole day is like
skedaddle.
You scram, and your whole day is just like whoop.
Yeah, it is. It's just
This
better.
episode really makes us sound like alcoholics.
It does. We're not actually like this. I just want to clear this
No,
up
I
for people.
am.
No, we're not. No, we're normal people, and we would like to be sponsored.
I wonder how many drinks the average person has a week, and I want to know how far away from that we are.
For what?
How many drinks the average person has?
Oh, I actually looked this up. Don't look it up. It's going to make you sad.
Is it like 5?
So I heard from my doctor. My doctor asked me once, do you have more than 4 drinks a week? And I was like, yes. And she was like, well, Christian, you need to think about alcoholism. And I was like,
4 drinks a week.
that's what I said. I was like, what? Like, I've worked in restaurants my whole life. That's insane.
I know.
And she's like, well, 4 drinks a week is like, that's the cap for a normal person. And I'm like, okay, but who are these normal people? Because all the people I know, everyone I know has more than 4 drinks a week.
Yeah, everybody.
Like most, I don't know. And here's the other thing. Like, it's not just people that I work with in this industry. It's also like family and stuff that I have that are from England and Australia and Ireland, whatever, it's very normal for them to like have a beer or 2 beers every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll have a beer every day after work.
Yeah, because
like
you hit the pub on your way home.
On the way home from work, you stop at the pub, you have a pint, talk to some people, and that's your social time. And literally, like, it's not like when we say a beer. They'll have like 1 or 2, literally, and then leave and go home.
Yeah.
But they do that like every day.
Yeah.
And on a Friday and Saturday, they'll have like 8 pints.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's normal.
Yeah, because
Is that not normal? Is that a booze bag thing?
Okay, I don't think I'm an alcoholic because I test myself. I was like, can I do a week and not miss it?
Yeah, no
And
problem.
I can.
Yeah.
I just miss the people.
I miss talking to people, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I would how many do you think you have a week?
Including, like, I usually will pick 1 day a week where I have, like...
One day a week I'm drinking to completion.
Yeah. Yeah, like, maybe 1 day a week. Sometimes it's every other week. Like, I didn't have one this week, so it's usually every other week for me.
Did you not on Wednesday? When I saw you?
What was Wednesday?
Cools?
No. Who? I don't even remember. What was
With our motorcycle riding friend and his brother?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I suppose, yeah. Then it is like 1 day a week.
Yeah, 1 day a week.
I'll have like a bunch of beers.
Yeah, I get
Not always trashed, but I'll have like
it'll be my night.
5 or 6. Yeah, like that's what I do for the night. Just go ahead and have
A
drinks.
lot of times I will have like one single one after work.
That's what I'm saying. Like last night I had a beer and left.
Mm-hmm.
But so in a week, like I don't know, I probably have.
I would say 20.
Yeah, like
I think 20 drinks a week sounds about where I'm at.
Yeah, like
because there's one day where I'll do like 7 to 10.
Maybe I'm less than that because there will be a bunch of days I don't work, so it's not readily available. So I have to go out of my way.
Yeah, but do you not just stock beer at home?
I do. Yeah, I guess I have one here and there. So maybe I'm closer to like 15 a week.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess I have one at lunch sometimes.
Exactly. You do the lunch one more than I do.
Yeah, that's true. Like
I'll do the lunch one.
Trades boys stop, and I'll stop and have a pint with my burger or whatever, and then yeah. And I do that like maybe once a week. So yeah, maybe like 16 beers a week.
That's reasonable. I think that's.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable.
I feel like I don't have a problem.
Yeah. Like, is that insane, people?
To say 4 a week is to say that you can get kind of drunk one day and you have to be sober the rest of the days. And that's just not going to fly.
Yeah, like, have you lived in our economy? You know?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing for work? Sounds like life is not that stressful.
Yeah, I need this.
Yeah.
So that's why I smoke. I love smoking.
Yeah, it's a great time.
It's a great time.
You want one last thing?
Yeah, sure.
I want to put you over the edge here.
That's okay.
Light me up with De La Cruz.
De La Cruz?
Ellie De La Cruz.
The, like, just this fantastic...
Fucking...
He looks like Cinnamon from Apple Jacks.
Yeah. Top notch.
Top notch. Good for the cycle. And, like, 2 weeks into his Major League career.
Amazing.
He's so quick. He stole home the other day.
And threw the fastest pitch from shortstop to...
Yeah. Fastest infield throw to first.
Yeah, shortstop to first.
Yeah.
99.1 mile an hour throw.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is insane.
6'5", 100th percentile for the league for running. He's second fastest in the league for running.
Yeah.
We're talking about baseball.
Yeah, his arm is probably like 4 feet long.
Yeah, he's huge.
Know what I
he's
mean?
what, 6'5"?
Yeah. His arm is fucking...
massive.
That's how he gets so much whip on it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like cracking a bullwhip.
I want to see him play. Are they coming to Toronto?
Maybe. They did last year. I think this year might be the first year that they play every team once. But I don't know.
Have they already been to Toronto?
like they may have went. It's Cincinnati he plays for.
Yeah, he plays for the Reds.
They may have gone to Cincinnati.
We should go and invite everyone who listens to the podcast.
We're gonna have a podcast party at a Jays game.
At a Jays game.
That would just be my whole life. That would just make me so happy. That's like all the things I like doing.
Cincinnati Reds.
When is it?
August 18th. Oh, it's coming up.
It is coming up.
August 18th.
August 18th?
Fuck. August 18th, 19th, and 20th. That's
No way.
My buddy's wedding is on one of those days.
I think I'm off that whole week.
Dude, you want to go? Can I go to my first ever Jays game?
Yeah, we can go to a Jays game. Yeah, we can go.
Bro, that's sick.
Yes.
I want to see this guy play in his rookie year.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
You just want to see the absolute size of them.
Ah, man, that's so exciting. We're going. We're
gonna go. It'll
yeah,
be
that's
fun.
fucking coming up. Oh my
That's
god.
in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
We can make that happen.
Oh, I actually have something else we should do while we're there. So sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm excited. Woo!
You excited? I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Fucking stoked. Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Yeah. I love a Jays game.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, I kind of miss it in the pitch clock era. Now that the games are quicker,
Yeah.
I miss.
Yeah, you said it was too fast, eh?
It was like 2 hours,
Yeah, that's not.
but it was also like there weren't very many hits that game,
okay.
so it could have went longer. I do miss like a 4-hour ball game
Yeah.
when you just like sit there baking in the sun, drinking $30 cans of Bud Light,
Yeah. Perfect. Sounds
just
That sounds
eating
amazing.
Peanuts. Oh, speaking of fucking weird drink combinations and putting things in, that just reminded me of
Peanuts and beer.
No, peanuts and like Coke.
What?
It's like a southern thing in the States. Or like in your Dr. Pepper.
Peanuts and Dr. Pepper?
They like stick like roasted peanuts in there.
Why?
I don't know. And I don't know if they eat the peanuts after.
Or are they just in
Or are
there
they
for
just there like
flavor?
for flavor enhancer? But I saw that. Do people put peanuts in beer as well? Because that's...
People put peanuts in beer. They put them on the head.
Why?
They stick them on the head and eat them at the end. I don't know. They rest it on the head in England. It's a big thing. You know about that?
Huh.
They'll put a couple of them on the head.
No, I didn't know
And
about
it
that.
just sits on top of the head.
It just sits there?
Yeah. And they drink the whole pint at the end and they eat them.
That's so fucking silly.
It is. They think it like soaks up booze or something. It's like, it's not a fucking tequila worm. Like, what
It
do you...
soaks up... Oh, like so you get a boozy peanut?
I guess, yeah. From the head.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
You know, everyone always talks about, like, when peanuts used to be at, like, Krabby Joe's and shit.
Yeah.
Was it really that much fun, or are people just liking to remember back in their youth?
Hold up.
What?
I found it. No matter. Placing peanuts in your Dr. Pepper or Coke is done for 2 reasons. 1, the peanuts make your Dr. Pepper fizz. And 2, it tastes good. The salt from the peanuts cuts the sweetness of the soda. Plus, it's entertaining to have a bit of crunch in your mouth as you sip.
Oh! You eat them
That's
as...
Homesick Texan. That's off Homesick Texan.
That is some of the grossest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Have you ever had
That's not okay.
Have you ever had a pissy shitty? Or a shitty pissy?
What's a shitty pissy?
Coke and popcorn.
Coke and popcorn?
Yeah. Sorry. Friend of ours put me onto it. Hold on.
There we go.
Friend of ours put me onto this.
Yeah.
You just get like a rocks glass, fill it with popcorn, and then Coke on
That's
top of that.
disgusting.
It was the first time. It's grown on me.
Why would you have it more than once?
Because he said, try it a second time, it'll grow on you. And I trust this man.
Who is it?
It's one of the bartenders at the bar we work at.
Is it
Daytime guy.
Ah.
And he's like,
Dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
I respect this man.
I do
love
too.
this man.
God damn it.
And he's like,
Why him of all people? He had
He's
to
like-
ruin my opinion of him.
He's like, I'll just go home, watch a movie, make a pissy shitty. And I was like, make a what? Like, don't gloss over
Whatever the
whatever
fuck
this
that was.
is. I was picturing like a hot dog with a bunch of sauces and shit. And he's like, no, just fill a cup up with popcorn, pour some Coke or Pepsi on it, and just sip it. And it like makes like a jelly almost. Like,
Yeah,
you know, the
'cause
white
it's
parts of
fucking white corn. Like
that
popcorn.
bit gets like squishy, right? But then the kernels stay crunchy. throughout the whole thing. I realize I'm not selling you on this, but it makes it
disgusting.
and then the butter and salt flavor, it's good.
Oh god.
The texture takes some time to grow on you, and then you chew it. Like it's not
How
all
much
liquid.
popcorn are you putting in there?
Like you fill it, but then
With
as
popcorn.
with popcorn, then as you pour, the popcorn kind of melts, like you know how cotton
Yeah.
candy would. So you end up with like it's mostly a drink, but kind of a food. You gotta try it. Try it one time.
That's gross.
The first time, it's gross. Then you.
If it's gross the first time, you're not supposed to have it again.
But I did, and I was like, you know what? There's something to this, and I introduced it to all my cooks. They all hated it. They all said it was the worst thing. I got all of them to try it though.
And they were like, no.
I was like, you gotta try this. It'll grow on you. And they're like, all right, I trust you. And then they were all like, that was fucked.
And now they're like, he's not allowed to come up with food ideas anymore. That was the last one.
One of them like almost puked. There was like dry heaving.
Really?
Yeah,
That's rough.
it is rough, but it's
Yeah, dude, it's not meant to be eaten.
you gotta try this shitty piss.
I'll try it
Pissy
once.
shitty.
I'll go in. We'll go see Dad and see what he's saying.
Okay, like if you want to, as like a little microcosm of trying it, just put popcorn in your mouth and then take a sip, and then
I've done that a bunch of times.
yeah, so it's like that.
Oh.
See,
No, I don't think it is like that. No, because I ate popcorn and then washed it down with some pop.
yeah,
That's just going to the movies. What you're describing is disgusting.
I think it's supposed to emulate the movie-going experience. Like you get
but
to
in one fucking American inbred fucking Slurpee? What is that? That is
Like-
the epitome of I don't know what nutrients are.
if you're looking at this through a clear glass, that's what your stomach looks like at the movies.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Like, I don't.
You don't have to like it.
I don't mix up my steak with the veg and mashed potatoes and just blend it up and gulp it down. That's
No,
disgusting.
you don't blend it, but you put a little bit of potato on the steak with like a little broccoli on there.
I don't.
You don't?
No, I enjoy.
You got to get the perfect bite that's got everything.
No.
Yes.
It's not supposed to taste like what it is in your belly. I enjoy the steak. Then I'll have a piece of vegetable, which is very
Do you
delicious.
eat your food off a little fucking dividey plate?
No, but I have each thing at its own time.
You're a my food can't touch guy.
No, I'm not at all.
You are.
No, I'm
That's
not.
what you're saying.
No, I'm not.
That's what you, do they give you a special
No,
knife that
I-
you can't cut yourself with?
No, I just appreciate each food for what it is on its own.
I guess.
Like, if I'm having vegetables, I like to taste the vegetable and know how good the vegetables are. Vegetables at a restaurant are an amazing indicator of how they source all their product.
it is true.
If they have good quality vegetables and they taste good and they taste fresh, they're flavorful, they don't have that fucking over-farmed bullshit taste, then that's probably a restaurant that sources things very well. There's certain restaurants in the city I love for that. I'll shout one of them out. Abruzzi. Abruzzi is phenomenal. You can eat each individual part of that meal on its own, and it's delicious.
I think I do like one taste of everything,
And then,
and then
you
I
just
start
mixing.
making. I start mixing.
No wonder.
I put the mashed.
No wonder.
No
you're
wonder
like,
what.
Fucking shitty piss.
Yeah, like I'm at the church key, right? I get the corned beef and cabbage. I put a little cabbage on the corned beef. I get the popcorn. I pour that on. Spray Pepsi everywhere. I get the breadstick.
Thanks so much
I
for
dunk
listening,
that
folks.
in my wine. like, we're gonna go out tonight. And I'm just like in the booth covered in food. Like,
All right. We're going to end it there.
yeah. I love you
Fuck's
guys.
sakes.
I love you, Chris.
Thank you so much. Love you too, buddy.
Thank you for this morning. I needed it. All right, we've been C. Griffin J. Money.
Thank you very much, folks. Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
It's down white, boy.
That was a good one.